All right, good morning. This is a friendly matchup between the Chesterfield Falcons and Kirkwood Stars. That one sent ahead of the red line back to the goalie line. That'll be icing. It is 8 a.m. here at the Pacific Ice Rink, Sunday, October 26th. And again, that's a friendly matchup. Declaration season has concluded for both teams. We'll see how they turn out here just to continue to build up a little bit of momentum. That's Benton taking the face-off. LeGrand at right wing. Maxwell Harrison over at left. LeGrand grabs that one and wraps it off the boards. That one's off the skate of Gaffney for the Stars. Picked up by Walkenhorst down low. Puck still kept in. That's a shot by Benton. Saved by number 30. That's Declan Martin. And we'll have a line change. Carried out. That's number 20 for the Stars. He's going to look for a shot. That's a shot. Armstrong tops up a rebound. That was loose over to the left side of the net. Picked up by the Falcons. That'll be kept in by Massaro. Massaro with a sliding shot. That's off the skate. 85 with a shot. That was deflected. Tyler Kernetsky sends it over to Bryant. Stars collect it. Dickens looking for a centering pass. That's going to be picked off by Mickley, who's wrapping around. Mickley trying to send it out. Picked up. Now it's Xander Bryant. He'll look for a breakaway shot. Xander Bryant fires. That's going to go just wide. Mickley picks it up on the opposite end of the ice. Number 80 for the Stars, trying to clear it. In the hands of Denny. Mickley with another shot. That's just off the post. Stars trying to clear, picked up by Kernetsky at the point. Kernetsky bodying number 24, Russell. Kept in and still off the stick of Kernetsky. We'll have Xander Bryant coming out. Masterson is in. Newport, Benton, Kernetsky, and Denny all on the ice for the Falcons. This is number 94 for the Stars, looking to clear it. Picked up by Denny. Denny with a shot wide. Loose puck down low. Goalie's out of the net. Declan Martin trying to smother it. He'll get it done. And that'll stop the clock. It's 9:41 here in the first. Newport's out. Got another line change for the Falcons. Beck and Masters back on defense. Masterson at right wing. Benton at center. Beck with a shot. That's off the back of number 64. Lurk at left wing. Stars trying to carry it out. They'll send it through into the neutral zone. Now to Beck. Beck clears it off the boards over to Benton. Benton slides it down. Puck winds around. Picked up by number 7. 7 with a head of steam. 7 on the rush. 7 looking for a shot. He'll go down. No tripping call. Falcons now looking for a pass. That was to Benton, but Benton caught it behind. Stars trying to grab a shot. That was Armstrong. He's going to slide over. Try to get his stick on it. Unable to adjust to it. Beck picks it up, wraps around to the opposite side of the net. He'll try to clear it. Picked up by 47 for the Stars. Shot with a tough angle. That's going to go behind the net. Armstrong adjusting. Another shot opportunity for the Stars. That'll be cleared in. Good job by Abate. Picked up by 78 Gaffney, who's looking for a shot. That's going to slide down. Armstrong smothers. That'll be Armstrong's first save of the game. 8:52 on the clock. It's a long shot, and it's in at 8:47. That was a long sliding shot by number 80, Francis Hanna.
Number 80, White.
Looked like Parker lost that in traffic. It went right through his 5-hole. Stars will pick this up. It's Dickens, the son of the head coach, who had it, passed it back to one of his teammates. Good defense there by the Falcons as they carried out. Now in the hands of LeGrand. LeGrand trying to get his stick on it. Now to Walking Horse. Walking Horse sends it down. Back to Walking Horse. Falcons calling for a line change. Newport is in. That's Mickley who sends it back to the net. Get picked up by the Stars. Stars looking for a pass. They'll get it. That's going to go to 85, who's looking to center it over. Newport picks it up. Now to James LeGrand. James LeGrand passes over off the boards to Newport. Newport keeps it in off of the deflection on his skate. Line change will bring in Benton and Krnitsky as well as Beck. Poke over off the boards again. Niesing swinging around. They'll look for a centering pass. Beck putting on some pressure. Picked up by Xander Bryant. Xander Bryant winds it off the boards. In the hands of Sanford. Over to Beck. Picked up by Dickens for the Stars. Dickens will wind in. Nice stick by Krnitsky. Sanford will grab that puck. He's going to wind around. Both teams fighting for possession over on the boards. That's going to go just in front of the goalie. Picked up by number 7. Pressure by Krnitsky. He gets his stick on it twice. Deflected over. Now it's going to be back to the hands of number 7. Good stick by Beck to keep it over. Now back to 7 for the Stars. It's number 78, Gaffney, looking for a shot. Now Sanford again. They couldn't collect it. Over to Abate. Sanford trying to swing it over. Over to Dorsey, off the boards. Picked up by Krnitsky. Back to number 7. 7 shoots off the body of Krnitsky. Beck behind the net collects it. Beck trying to exit. He pokes it off the boards. That goes to 47. Now finally in the hands of Xander Bryant. He's got a head of steam. Lurk is over on the other side. Center pass to Lurk. Lurk with a one-timer just wide. 47 for the Stars carries it out. That's Niesing. Niesing and Gaffney in. Gaffney will try to come behind the net and grab this puck. A couple of Falcons jerseys down low are able to stop the Stars from grabbing anything. We may have a tripping call. That's Sanford, who will go to the sin bin here at 48 in the first.
Number 36, White, minor for roughing.
That's a minute-and-a-half minor penalty for roughing, so the Falcons will have the first power play of the game and the first player advantage. Falcons passing to each other. That's Masters over to LeGrand. LeGrand back behind the net, over to Harrison. Stars collect. That'll be over to Denny. Denny collects it off his skate, but now it's came in shorthanded. Now LeGrand. Harrison swings over wide, centering past to Benton. Picked up by LeGrand. LeGrand. Nice save by number 30, Declan Martin, to stop the shot from LeGrand. That'll bring a line change for both teams.
Max, good job taking it wide.
Mickley at center. Newport left. Krnitsky and Walking Horse back on defense, and Xander Bryant at right wing. Mickley facing off against Dickens. Poked over from Bryant to Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst with a quick wrist shot. That was high over the board or over the crossbar. This is whistled dead by the referee. 47 seconds remains here on the power play for the Falcons. Mickley down in the corner, over to Newport. Newport trying to swing around, looking for a centering pass. Pressure by the Stars. Newport looking for a wraparound. That one sent over to Kronitsky. Kronitsky pass to Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst misses it off the net. Backhand pass to Newport down low. Newport looking for a wraparound again. That's poked by Declan Martin. Newport gets a shove in the back. He wasn't happy about it. He'll come off the ice, as the others will too. They have a line change. It's Benton at center now. Denny and Beck back on defense. Masterson and Lurk at right and left wing respectively. That's Lurk. Pass over to Beck. Beck sends it back down the other way. Picked up by the Stars. That's going to go low. It's going to be the Stars short-handed for 11 seconds more, looking for something. That was number 20, Matthew Dickens. That was sent wide, picked up by the Stars, deflected. They'll wrap it around the boards. Over past Benton. I'll call that icing. That'll bring us 200 feet in the opposite direction. We'll face off in the Falcons attacking zone. Mickley was looking for a shot. That's full strength. Number 24, Russell, coming in hot. Pressuring Denny. They're looking for the puck down low. That's going to get picked up. Armstrong trying to get his stick on it. Armstrong trying to poke it over. He loses his glove and his stick. Armstrong with his hand behind his back. Now it's Harrison swinging over. Harrison with a shot off the body of Declan Martin. That's kept in by Masters at the point. Masters with his stick on it again. Wraps it off the boards. That was a centering pass toward Harrison, but picked up by the Stars. LeGrand shoots it over. That's going to go to the boards again. Harrison and Mickley lose it. It's Harrison back to Mickley. Mickley looking to come out in front of the net, but poked away by the Stars. Masters with possession again. Now over to LeGrand. LeGrand centering pass off the skate of one of the Stars players. LeGrand with possession behind the net. And we've got a penalty. No, that's a crease violation. No penalty called. Correction on the commentator there. Crease violation, and we'll reset here across the blue line on the bench side of the ice. That's Newport, Benton, Bryant, Walkenhorst, and Masters all down low. Declan Martin trying to get his stick on the puck. Stars attempting to clear. That's Benton looking for a long sliding shot. Deflected by two Stars players, picked up by 94. That's going to go wide the other way. Gaffney grabs it. That was a little bit of a slap shot by Walkenhorst, but wide. 78 clears it out. That's going to go to number 20. Number 20 will have an opportunity for a shot. Looking for a shot. That's going to be a blocker save by Armstrong. And the Falcons cleared out. It's Walkenhorst now. Walkenhorst and Newport. Walkenhorst down to the low slot. Pass over to Newport. That goes wide. They lose that again, but it's 36 Sanford. He's going to come over. He loses that, and they'll call it offsides. It'll be McNichols facing off against Mickley. Now over Beck off the boards. Now back to Mickley. Mickley sliding in. Shot at a low angle. Right leg pad saved by Martin. Rebound picked up by Masterson. That'll go over to McNichols. McNichols will slide in. Pressure by the Falcons. Loose puck through the neutral zone. Lurk chasing after. Now in the hands of Kernitsky. Kernitsky over to Lurk. Lurk shoots it down low. Mickley trying to pick it up. Now in the hands of Masterson. Kept in it by Beck. Kept in by Beck twice. Beck and Mickley coming down. Now it's Mickley down in the corner, chasing after number 64. That's Emil Abate. Pass in the neutral zone, picked up by Legrand. Legrand trying to squeeze it forward. That's picked up by number 7 for the Stars. 64 has it. 64 pass to 85. That went just wide. Berniski has it. That's going to go off the boards. Picked up by Harrison in the neutral zone. No, loose puck still. Now down in the hands of McNichols. McNichols sliding. Low slot. He's going to look for a shot. Armstrong with a save. Down low as he came up to poke it away. Picked up by Legrand. James Legrand sliding in. James Legrand into the high slot. Trying to pass it over. 47 with possession now. Beck swings in. Falcons send it through the neutral zone. That'll get picked up by Massaro, but it won't matter as time expires here in the first. So we head now into the second. And sorry, the correction now is that the Stars do have a point. Stars scoring at 8:47 in the first off a goal by Francis Hanna on the spectator side of the ice, high up at the point, sent a shot in, and that was lost in traffic. Coach is giving the Falcons a little bit of a word now as they are down heading into the second period. Stars are ready. They'll send out number 36 Sanford to face off against Reese Mickley. Newport at left, Bryan at right wing, Denny and Walkenhorst back on defense. Sanford and Mickley here at center. That'll get dropped. Stars initially with possession off of that, but picked up by the Falcons. That's Newport down to the corner, facing off against number 80, Hanna, who had scored the only goal in this game so far. Falcons trying to keep some time in. Walkenhorst with a long sliding shot, picked up by Declan Martin. Same lineup as before, Sanford and Mickley. Mickley over to Newport. Walkenhorst with another long shot. That's off the body of number 94, Massaro. Mickley shooting down. Xander Bryant trying to pick up that rebound as it was wrapped around behind the net. Walkenhorst back down to the corner. Newport coming in. It'll get picked up by Xander Bryant. Xander Bryant over to Mickley, who had a backhand shot. Now 36 Sanford for the Stars looking to exit. That's picked up by Bryant. Bryant and his Stars player go down. That was number 80, Hanna. Walkenhorst with a wrist shot. Just clipped the post. Denny over at the point. Tries to shoot it over. That's kept in by Denny. Slides down. Bryant trying to get his stick on it. Now through the neutral zone. It's Dickens who has it. Poked away by Denny. And we'll have a tripping call. On number 20, that was Dickens. Actually, that was not tripping, that was a body check. 1.5 power play for the Falcons again, and they capitalized. That was a dangerous entering pass from Benton up to Masters, but they it. Masters down at the point, picked up by the Stars. That'll be another penalty. 85, who checked into the back of 63 Masters. So this went down one there. We'll go down 2. That's a for about 1:10 seconds. The Falcons will have a 5-3 advantage. That's Dorsey facing off against Benton. Benton over to Masterson. Masterson winding around, looking for a wraparound shot. They'll look at low. That's picked up. Picked up by Declan Martin. And a save. We'll have a line. Bring in James LeGrand at right wing, Maxwell Harrison at left, Krenitsky and Masters back on defense. Reese Mickley at center, facing off against number 7. That's Dorsey. Dorsey trying to clear it. They can't grab their puck on it. Armstrong will come over. He's going to deflect it over to the corner for Krenitsky. Krenitsky will keep possession as he brings it over. Now in the hands LeGrand in slot over to Harrison looking for a shot. That was picked up by the Stars, but Stars lost possession as they couldn't handle it. Wraps around over to Mickley. Mickley looking to pass it over by Dorsey. Kept in by Masters. Sliding shot. That was wide. Deflected by Harrison. Picked up by Mickley, who's looking for another wraparound. That goes behind the net. Over to Harrison, but just past his stick. Now back to Krenitsky. Krenitsky back off the boards over to Mickley. 6 seconds remains on the 5-on-3. Dorsey has possession again. It's Dorsey past the red line. He'll shoot that over. That was deflected into the stick of Armstrong. Back over to Mickley. Actually, Masters. 5-on-4 now for another 8 seconds. We'll try to come in with the rush. Swinging over. Harrison to get that over. Stars now. Old penalty kill for the Stars. And icing will carry both teams back to the Stars defense. And we've got another penalty call.
Take the face off.
This is the Stars' long shot. That was actually deflected off the body of Bryant. Newport trying to carry it out. Now in the hands of Denny. Denny over to Newport. Now in the hands of Bryant, who's shorthanded. Bryant coming down. Bryant still with possession off the boards. No, lost over to Sanford for the Stars. 1:08 seconds remaining. Now it's 80 with a pass over to Russell. Russell wide. Russell swings over, trying to get a centering pass. That's picked up by Newport. Loose. Now back over to Armstrong. Armstrong lost it momentarily, but we had the referee call it. 52 seconds remain. 7:59 here in the second period. That's a shot off the body of Bryant. Number 80 looking for a shot down low. That's going to be Massaro down in the mid slot. Armstrong will come back over. That's picked up by Beck. 37 seconds remains on the power play. Beck now shorthanded. Pressure from Sanford from behind. 29 seconds. Declan Martin pokes it over to number 80. Denny keeps it into the point. Over to Newport in the slot. Shot. Saved by Declan Martin. That was a pass by Sanford over to McNichols, but picked up by Bryant. Now to Newport. 11 seconds remains. Denny looking for a shot, shorthanded. That wasn't deflected. 5 seconds remains. 2, 1. McNichols now over to Sanford. Now back to Russell. Beck loses it in the neutral zone. Picked up by the Stars. McNichols looking for a centering pass. Deflected by 81 Benton. Has a play. Now it's Xander Bryant who's going to swing in. Xander Bryant to the slot. Shot just wide. 6:34 here in the second period. 64-20 now on the attack. 20 looking for a shot. Armstrong with a save. Armstrong goes down. He lost it there. Went down on the ice. Loose puck down low. Picked up by Walkenhorst. Walkenhorst now looking for a shot. Centering pass over. Deflected by 47. Puck went off the boards. Lost in transition. Now into the neutral zone. Picked up by Masters. Now it's Sanford who kicks it down low. Falcons with possession. Benton looking to exit their zone. He'll carry it through the neutral zone. Benton with a shot off the skate of 47. Stars cleared out of their zone. Dorsey with possession. He's going to slide in through the low slot. Poked over by Lurk. Armstrong with a save. 5:25 remains in the second. Stars will still with a 1-goal lead. Dickens facing off against Mickley. Denny and Walkenhorst. That's a shot by 80 off the body of Harrison. And Massaro trying to handle that puck around the blue line, but couldn't stop it from clearing over into their attacking zone before the Stars could reset. So that'll lead to an offsides call. We'll face off here on the commentator side of the ice. Stars clear it in. Picked up by 84 Kernitsky. Stars now send it back through. Dickens has it. Kernitsky bodies Dickens, and they'll call Kernitsky on elbowing.
You got the puck, roll them too. Fast, don't do that. Don't do the hands.
So the Falcons find themselves short-handed. Armstrong coming over to the post. It's in the hands of Denny. Denny will wrap that off the boards. Picked up by Niesing at the point. Over to the Stars. Now back in the hands of Harrison. Harrison will exit. He's short-handed for another 1-11. Harrison looking for a shot. And it's in. That's a short-handed goal. Harrison swings over. It's just over the left shoulder, glove side of Declan Martin. And the Falcons have a tie game.
Come on, boys. Let's go, Stars.
Short. Falcons find themselves in another opportunity to make it deflected off the stick of Beck. Beck will swing around. Pressure by McNichols. Beck up through the neutral zone. Now Beck sends it back into their attacking zone. Star collects it. 47 over to Gaffney. Gaffney back to Bryant. Picked up McNichols in for that's going to just over the net. That loose down in front of the net by the Falcons. 25 seconds remains on this power play. We'll have a line bring Lurk out the right wing. Masters in at center. Actually, center. Masters over at left. Back on defense. That was a shot by Hannah off the body of Lurk. Now Lurk. Look, 7 seconds, 5 seconds left. Falcons keep it in. 2-1. Power play is over. We're even strength for both teams. But it's the Stars who come in on the rush. 36 Sanford getting some pressure by Masterson. Stars will have to wait for a reset here. Do it. And a tie game now. 7 here in the second period. Falcons looking to go ahead for the first time. Benton taking this center. Look for a hand centering pass, but off the skate. They're down by Declan Martin. 2:56 now on the clock in the second. That was Mickley at center, but picked up by the Stars. It's Russell in for the attack. He'll go wide. That's going to get shot off the legs of Denny. Denny back over. It's Mickley. Mickley and LeGrand are headed in. Mickley wide, looking for a shot. That was deflected over. Picked up by Denny. Denny with a shot. That's a wrist shot. Picked up by Martin. Actually, that's Harrison. No, puck goes in. That was loose. Rebound. Falcons look. That's Denny. Denny looking for a shot off the boards. That's picked up by Dorsey for the Stars. Now 20 Dickens trying to send it in. He does. As Dorsey was just ahead of the blue line. That'll be offside. In the second. Again, Benton. That was the Falcons who tried to carry it in. That was McNichols who had possession, poked away by Walkenhorst down by the blue line. Stars with possession behind the net. Armstrong trying to prevent another goal. That's Benton over to Newport. Poked away by Sanford. They'll look for a centering pass. That's going to get blocked by Armstrong. Now actually over in the hands of Newport. Over to Bryant. Bryant carrying it through. Bryant with a head of steam. Bryant wide. He'll carry it over. Centering pass just ahead by Ben. Not enough meat to go. Squeeze, but picked up now. McNichols pass over to Gaffney for the Stars. Sanford into the low slot. We'll look for a backhand shot. That's going to go just wide. Armstrong going over. He's going to try to slide over. Armstrong loses his stick. He's without a stick down low. That's going to be poked away by Bryant, who keeps that puck from coming too close. Armstrong down. Armstrong picked up a player stick. I don't know if this is legal. Armstrong has a player stick. It's Armstrong with a catch and a glove save. So we had a player lose their stick. Armstrong lost his. He picks it up. He uses it while he's back in the net. Not sure if that's legal. Refs go. 5 seconds from the second period. Line change. Off again. Lurk at center. Oh, Armstrong lets a goal in off the shot of Dickens. It looks like his one was a shot just over his side. Traffic. So another traffic. So that was Matthew Dickens with a wrist shot that squeezed just past Armstrong's glove side. So the Falcons find themselves down yet again. Stars with a 2-1. Dickens back over. Dickens looking for a shot. That was poked over by Lurk. Dickens passed to Neesing. Another shot. That's locked in. Loose puck down low. Picked back by him, and he smoked it. Stopped the clock. It's 13. So the Falcons will face off in their own attacking or in their own defensive zone. Dickens will face off against Lurk. Masters back on defense. It's puck by Neesing. That's shot. That's just wide. Armstrong trying to slide over to block. Falcons try to exit. Neesing at the point for the Stars. Picked up by Masters. And second period. The Falcons head into third, down 1 point. We've got Armstrong coming over to say hi. Oh.
I don't have my screen.
Where's your? Is that out on the ice?
Maybe.
Yeah, scissors. Just cut this off. It's pretty tight on there. Yeah. All right, Parker. Just make it work. No. I don't know, but it's cut his. So his name was him. Falcons back to open it up here at center ice. That's a win. Face off. LeGrand in. He'll swing it wide to stretch the ice. Harrison over, back behind the red line. Gets his stick on it, over to Benton. Benton. Over to Beck. Off the Stars pass. LeGrand clips it in, but Stars in. Beck off the boards. Sanford over. Maxwell flips it off the boards. Grab it. Harrison and Harrison carried in. Actually, Harrison grabs it. Now back to Benton. Benton off the boards. Benton helped out by Harrison. Down below the net. Now over to 78 for the Stars. Kept in by Beck. No, that's out. Falcons will have to reset. It's over to McNichols. McNichols looking for a shot. And that's off. Face off on the Falcons side of the ice here on the bench side. 11:47 third. Will face off against Reese Lee. Back on defense. That's trying to get his stick on it. Mastro now over to Bryant. Bryant over by Mickley, but off the boards and untouched. That's icing. That'll bring us down to the attacking zone for the Stars. Falcons will try to prevent another goal from going in and look to back so they can tie the game. Position by both teams over on the boards. They went back and forth. Centering pass over to 7. Get deflected. Armstrong. It's past his left leg. Now it's Newport. Newport it over to his teammate. Still stayed in there. Cleared out. Newport now over toward Bryant, but picked up by 64. 64 down low. That's call. Kernitsky over off. Looking hot. Just of Dent. 24. 10-57 in the third. Loose puck into the low slot. Tried to poke it out, but it was number 7, Dorsey, who had it. Now back to Newport. Newport and Bryan on the attack. Kernitsky enters. Lurk now on in a line change. Kernitsky off the body of Dickens. That's deflected off 72. That was a shot by Bryant. Bryant and Newport off the ice. Masterson and Masters on. Both teams volleying back. Gets his stick on it. Puck down just by the. As Dickens chasing it around as Denny had it. Both teams trying to. It's frozen momentarily. Finally cleared out. Now Denny with possession. Denny will try to dance through. Denny over through the high slot. Wide. Now to Gaffney. And high sticking. Not sure if that was high sticking, but we've got another penalty called in the game. So another power play, it looks like. So 7.
Just right on the score sheet from the number put bench. It's a P for bench. It's a bench minor for 2 on the ice. Yep.
Ice on the Stars. Shot by Beck off the body of McNichols. He picks it back up, tried to send it over off the boards to LeGrand. Harrison putting pressure on down behind the net. Harrison looking for a wraparound. He's going to squeeze it over, but too many skates there by the Stars. Now just past 78. That will be kept in by LeGrand. No, LeGrand will have to wait for a reset. He'll send it in before the Falcons can grab it. So 1 minute remains here on the power play for the Falcons, who have a player advantage. So we'll face off here at center ice. Mickley at center, Bryant at right wing, Newport at left. This is Kernitsky who's going to carry it in. He'll actually head it just across the red line and shoot that through. Denny, the other defensive player on the ice for the Falcons. Denny would pass back through the neutral zone. It's Mickley who'll grab it. Mickley's going to send it over. Newport, who had an opportunity but poked away by number 24 for the Stars. That was Russell. Pass by Denny over to Bryant. Newport through, but good defensive effort by the Stars to stop anything from materializing. 22 seconds remaining in the power. He'll swing wide. That'll stretch the ice. They're looking for a centering pass, but picked up by number 36 Sanford. Kornetsky with a long shot. Deflection. Rebound. Bryant trying to pick it up. 7 seconds remains. We'll have a power play opportunity here. Stars who have it. That's deflected by Denny. And the cross-checking.
70 yard, minus 5 seconds.
And so the Falcons will find themselves shorthanded as the Stars just came out as full strength.
Is this your pen?
Yeah, you can have it, buddy.
You sure?
Sure.
Actually, no, you can use because I can keep it on this.
125 on the power play. That's a shot off the helmet of Armstrong. That dropped down. Armstrong's got a loose dangler right now as the tie for it went down. It's Walking Horse shorthanded. He'll look to bring it over. Alert will shoot it down. That's Matheson. Will send it low. Shot. Armstrong with a glove save.
You mind if I stand up?
Shot by 47.
You mind if I stand up?
Go ahead. .48 seconds remains on his power play for the Stars, who remain up 2-1. That was picked up. Denny trying to clear it out, lost possession of it. Now it's the Stars to the other end. Abate sends it back down to Dickens. Dorsey will try to collect it at the point. That's going to go down toward Armstrong, and they're going to send it in. And that's a power play goal. That'll bring both teams back to full strength. So that was Dax McNichols from 47-7. Aaron will try to bring this over. Harrison back over to LeGrand, but sticked over by number 87 or 78. Gaffney. 9 seconds. And there's power play. This is going to get sent ahead to Russell. Russell, who is looking for a little bit of open space for a shot. Couldn't get it done as that was just wide. Both teams fighting for possession down low. And we may have another holding penalty on 84 Tyler Kornetsky.
Come on, guys.
So the Falcons find themselves shorthanded yet again, but it's Bryant who is swinging. Falcons shorthanded, looking for a shot, score. And that's a loose puck that was picked up by Declan low. .619 remains here in the third. It's Mickley facing off against number 20 for the Stars. Bryant trying to collect that and send it toward the net. Now 20 Dickens with possession. That's going to get shot over toward 47, Kneesing. Picked up by the Falcons. They'll try to clear it out. 85 had it. No, but now it's in the hands of Walking Horse. Walking Horse clears it over. Xander Bryant will try to get there. 49 seconds remains on the power play for the Stars. That's a shot just off the back of the net as they're trying to pass over from Mickley to racing after Mickley. It over. Kneesing now with possession for the Stars. Beck has it. That's deflected by Beck. Picked up by Walking Horse. Walking Horse to Mickley come over. 22 seconds remains on the power play. Beck. It's 24. Russell has it. 9 seconds left. Armstrong comes over. No, Armstrong lets it in. That's a power play goal.
24 from 85, but we have to cut the clock to 2 minutes. 84 from 85. 24 from 85. And we have to drop the clock to 2 minutes. You got that? Go. 2 minutes, coach. Okay. Go ahead, drop the clock to 2 minutes.
And the clock's getting dropped to 2 minutes as we're running low on time here. It's a friendly game, so we won't carry this one out to the full time. We're moving it from 5:13 to 2 minutes left. Falcons will have a tall task to get a few more scores on the board with time winding down. This is Lurk taking the center attack here. That puck slid up. Masterson on right and left respectively. Denny on defense. Looking for 140 wins. It's 78 who will carry it in. Falcons with possession. Denny wraps it over. Dickens with a shot. That's going to get caught by Armstrong. We'll have another line change. That'll bring out Harrison, LeGrand, Walkenhorst, Benton, and Beck. Benton facing off against Sanford. Sanford back to Dickens. Armstrong with a blocker save. Armstrong loses his... That's a shot over. Picked up by Sanford. That's in. In. Armstrong's down on the ice. I think he's probably just more upset than anything else. I'm sure he's okay, but he's getting a word from Coach Tyler Grand. Armstrong will get up here. He's going to get some help. He'll be fine. Maybe he pulled his groin as he was stretching across the net. I'm sure he's fine. He's going to get up. It looks like he wants to stay out on the ice. Armstrong coming off. Not sure if he pulled his groin and trying to come over, but he's getting helped off by Coach LeGrand. So the Falcons now, with a minute left in the game, will send 6 players out. That'll bring Benton at center, Harrison and LeGrand at left and right wing, Denny, Walkenhorst, and Beck out as well. So empty net to close the game out. That one's picked up by the Stars. Harrison chasing after. Falcons with a player advantage. Close the game out. Centering pass, just past. That's offsides. 46 remains in the game. Falcons sent it in, picked up by 64 for the Stars. 53 by 64 for the Stars. 53, Reese Mickley sends it back down. Reese Mickley sends it back down. That's gloved by 85. That's gloved by 85. And the ref blows the whistle with 30. And the ref blows the whistle with 34 seconds remaining. Declan Martin, who made the numbers and only had one. Newport, Falcons sends back over on the blue line and sends it back in. That's offsides.
Break! Come on! Frankie, play deep. Come on.
Mickley over, picked by Martin. Dangerous move there in the net. Harrison looking for 16 seconds. Such a shot. Maxwell Harrison over on the face-off dot. That brings the score to 4-2. Let's try to carry. And that's time. Both set out, congratulate each other on a well-fought game. Eight penalties called in this game. Spending time in the sin bin. And both Armstrong out on the ice.